Welcome to episode 17 of 100 Days of Data. I'm Jonas, an AI professor here to explore the foundations of data in AI with you.
And I, Amy, an AI consultant, excited to bring these concepts to life with stories and practical insights. Glad you're joining us.
Here's a quick question for you, Amy. Have you ever wondered how computers turn complex objects like customer records or sensor readings into a string of text that machines everywhere can understand?
Absolutely, Jonas. It's wild when you think about it. And today, we're diving into a format that does exactly that. JSON, or JavaScript Object Notation, one of the most popular ways to represent and exchange data in AI and business.
Right. JSON.stringify, the digital alchemist of sorts, transforms JavaScript objects into strings. But before we get into the function itself, let's back up a bit. JSON is a lightweight data interchange format that's easy for humans to read and write and easy for machines to parse and generate.
That's a great starting point. In the field, I've seen JSON become the universal language connecting apps, devices, and AI models. Whether it's an autonomous vehicle sending sensor info or a finance app pulling transaction data, JSON keeps things tidy and consistent.
From a technical side, JSON represents data as name-value pairs. You can think of it like a digital filing system. Each file has a label and content. JSON.stringify takes these nested objects and turns them into linear text, a string, that can be stored or sent over the internet.
And that's huge for business teams. Imagine companies exchanging customer profiles, product details, or even AI model outputs. If data wasn't in a neat format like JSON, integration between systems would be a nightmare. I recall a retail client struggling with data syncing until they standardized on JSON for all their customer and sales data exchanges.
The simplicity of JSON is key. Unlike other data formats like XML, JSON has minimal syntax, curly braces for objects, square brackets for arrays, strings and quotes, and simple data types like numbers and booleans. This makes it lightweight and fast, which matters in AI pipelines handling vast data flows.
Speaking of AI pipelines, one practical example is in healthcare. Patient monitoring devices might output streams of data, heart rate, temperature, oxygen levels, encoded in JSON. An AI system consumes this to generate alerts, all by parsing JSON strings that were created using JSON.stringify. Without this, the whole process would slow down or be riddled with misinterpretations.
Well put. Now let's talk specifically about JSON.stringify. In JavaScript, when you invoke JSON.stringify object, you convert an object to a JSON string. This conversion is essential for sending data via APIs or storing it in text-based databases.
I like that the function is customizable too. It accepts a replacer, kind of like a filter, to decide what to include or exclude, and a space parameter to pretty print the output for readability. And consulting projects, that flexibility has saved my teams tons of time debugging data issues.
Exactly, Amy. It mirrors how we humans selectively report information depending on the audience or purpose. Similarly, JSON.stringify lets you tailor the output. For example, you might exclude sensitive fields or convert certain complex data types into strings.
That reminds me of a banking client who used the replacer function to mask sensitive credit card data before sending it off for processing. Not only did it improve compliance, but it also ensured the AI models only accessed anonymized data, maintaining customer privacy.
An important point. Security and privacy are increasingly vital as we handle more data. JSON.stringify helps here as well. By controlling what data is serialized, we can avoid accidental leaks.
Now, to clarify something many get puzzled by, is the output of JSON.stringify always reversible? Meaning, can you always take that string and turn it back into the original object?
Good question. Typically, yes, by using JSON.parse, but some data types don't translate directly, such as functions, undefined values, or certain class instances. They get omitted or converted in the string, so it's important to design your data accordingly.
In practical terms, that means if you have AI models relying on specific formats or data structures, you have to ensure those are JSON-friendly. I've worked on projects where custom data formats had to be redesigned to fit JSON constraints so that downstream AI systems could ingest them seamlessly.
Stepping back, JSON and JSON.stringify reflect a broader theme in AI and data science: standardization. Without an agreed-upon format, you risk incompatibility and errors. JSON bridges these gaps with simplicity and broad adoption.
From practical experience, I can say that mastering JSON and understanding how to serialize data is almost a basic skill in any data-driven organization today. It streamlines collaboration between teams, developers, analysts, AI specialists, and business people.
And it's fascinating to see how such a simple structure supports complex AI ecosystems. Whether training models on customer data or real-time feedback from devices, JSON enables the flow and transformation of data.
Let's not forget the speed aspect. I once consulted for a logistics company where milliseconds mattered. Their real-time tracking system used JSON.stringify to package data from hundreds of sensors per truck as they moved across cities. A bulky data format would have delayed deliveries and raised costs.
That's a wonderful example of the practical impact. JSON's compactness, combined with the stringification process, helps balance readability with performance. And because it's human readable, debugging data issues becomes much less painful.
Absolutely, Jonas. And even beyond AI, JSON.stringify has become a pillar in modern web development and APIs, giving business users easier access to data and insights through well-structured formats.
Before we wrap up, there's one important thing to consider. When using JSON.stringify, watch out for circular references. If an object references itself directly or indirectly, Stringify will throw an error. Developers need to handle this carefully.
Exactly. And there are libraries and techniques to manage circular data, but awareness is key so projects don't get stalled by avoidable errors.
In summary, JSON.stringify is more than a programming trick. It's a fundamental tool in making data usable, shareable, and trustworthy in AI and business contexts.
And from the trenches, I'd say mastering it helps unlock smoother AI adoption and faster time to value, especially as teams integrate diverse data landscapes.
So for today's key takeaway, JSON.stringify converts complex data structures into a standardized text format, enabling seamless data exchange and AI integration across systems.
And for the practical takeaway, using JSON.stringify smartly means cleaner data flows, safer information handling, and faster business outcomes with AI.
Next time, we'll explore API calls and how they connect these data strings to AI services in the cloud.
If you're enjoying this, please like or rate us 5 stars in your podcast app. We'd love to hear your comments or questions. You might even be featured in a future episode.
Until tomorrow, stay curious, stay data-driven.